And so principle 5, because of time, spirit of Jezebel will always seek to depress you and have you trying to compare yourself to others. Notice what Elijah said. I'm not better than my fathers. Yeah. So this spirit of Jezebel will have you comparing yourself to other people's ministry, how other people deliver the message of God. What comes to your mind when you think about that?
When I think about that, I think of the spirit of comparison always leads to a form of paralysis. When you start feeling less than, then you'll start doing less than, because you feel like you're not measuring up to some standard that you're looking on the outside of. Instead of listening to God and having faith that God will raise you up in due time, then you start to really shrink because you feel inadequate. That's when you start having insecurity problems, and then it will cause your mouth to be shut up from speaking the things of God, because now you feel like you're in an unworthy place instead of recognizing your true prophetic destiny of who God called you to be.
I don't know who this is for, but don't allow that spirit of Jezebel to make you compare your ministry, your assignment, you as a spouse with anybody else. Paul said, he that compares himself with another is unwise. And I want to move quickly. And Mike, what are you getting from principle 6? Spirit of Jezebel will have principle 7. The spirit of Jezebel will always use people to try to discourage you. Look what so-and-so is doing and what you don't have. That type of mentality.
I believe that you have to be careful. You have to be careful of stay inside of God as a prophet and know who you are as a prophet, because you're always going to have outside voices or naysayers who are always going to try to say, oh, well, you should do this or you shouldn't do that, or why are you doing that? So you got to be very careful, because what Jezebel wants to do, even if you think back to the beginning of time with the serpent, he always wanted to question, did God really say that? Or did God really call you? Did God really tell you this? Wow. So you have to really know who you are in Christ as a prophet, because if you don't know who you are and you don't know what God calls you to do specifically, then Jezebel will always try to send people who are around you to question what you're doing, why you doing it, why you're not doing this, why you're not doing that. So I think that the main thing as a prophet is just that you have to be know specifically what your calling is, and you got to be moved by the Spirit of God and not moved by people, because once you're in that place, then you'll be able to see in